Hey guys, and welcome to my November wrap-up. Yes, it's December 2nd and I just had the time to make this video. I've been very lazy for the past month. Not really lazy, I've been really busy, and by the time I have a time or just, a break for myself, I'm too tired to film this video or whatever videos I have. I've been pretty much running on old videos that I've filmed and edited ages ago, but now I'm pretty much done with my old videos. I need to make new ones. So there is this one. I only managed to read 9 books this month with the help of the morning of December 1st to finish my 9th book actually, and I'm slightly disappointed, to be honest. I really wished that I read more. There are a lot. There are 9 books, 2 ebooks out of the 9, and they're both review books, as well as 4 other books here. So I only read 3 non-review books this month. I was hoping to read 4 or 5, but I still managed 3, which is not that bad. So let's begin. The first book is The Walt City by Ryan Groden. This book was really hyped up. Not too hyped up, but for the people that I trust, they loved it. I really liked the tagline. I've read it several times, but I wasn't that happy with the book. It was slightly boring at times. It's told from 3 different POVs, Dae, Jin, and Mii. And I really did not like Mii. She was just really annoying. And I didn't like the romance either. I don't know what's wrong with me. I wasn't a big fan of this book. I ended up giving it 3 out of 5 stars, so not that bad. It's still a good book. I don't think I would want to read a sequel if there was one, but I don't think there's a sequel. Plus, it was too long. It was 400 pages. It could have totally been dropped to 300 without losing anything. The next book that I read is The Woman Who Stole My Life by Marian Keyes. This book is 540 pages. I initially started reading this book and I was so bored and confused. For the first 70 pages, I was like, I don't understand this book. It's told from literally 3 different timelines of the same woman. One before something. One that was a random timeline. I didn't even know where it was in the middle of everything. One was during she encountered, or she was diagnosed with a very rare disease that her nerves were I don't know what they're called. I forgot their names, but the nerves or the things that send signals all died, so she couldn't move anything. She was paralyzed. The only thing she could move were her eyelids, and that's it. So, and then there was a timeline of after this big thing that happened, and she apparently wrote a book, and the book was published, and then it flopped or something, and there was this person that she used to be with, I guess, but then now they don't speak of him. So it was really confusing, just as you're confused right now. However, 70 pages in, I started to really, really enjoy it, and I read like 450 pages in 3 days. I could not put it down. This book was really, really good, and I definitely recommend it to Chicklet readers. And yeah, I gave it 4 out of 5 stars in the end. The next book is a non-review book, and it is Belle by Rachel Hawkins. This is the contemporary lover's pick for the month of November, and I read Rachel Hawkins' Hex Hall series, all of it, this trilogy this year actually. I really enjoyed Hex Hall, didn't like the other 2 that much. And this is the same for them. I don't know. I didn't like it that much. I found myself skimming a lot. This was another book that was 350 pages, could have been condensed to 250 or 200 for sure. The main protagonist was really hard to like, and even without that, I just found myself really bored. There was a lot of scenes that weren't necessary and a lot of blabbering that weren't necessary. So I wasn't that intrigued by the plot or interested in it, so I gave it 3 out of 5 stars, but I will not be continuing on with this series for sure. And if you guys want to hear more of my thoughts as well as my other group mates' thoughts, be sure to join us on December 14th at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at Daniela's channel. I'll leave the event page down below as well as her channel and like the group thing, everything there. I'll just leave everything there. The next book that I read is a book that I've been anticipating for literally over a year because I read the arc of the second book. So it took more than a year for this beauty to arrive, and it is Blue Lily Blue by Maggie Stiefvater, the 3rd book out of 4 from this Raven Cycle quartet. People think it's 3 books, but it's not. I love this. I really, really love this. The Raven Boys is I love that book so much. The Dream Theater, It's really hard for me to speak. Okay, let's take a break. I really love The Raven Boys. It was one of my favorite books of 2012, and I got The Dream Thieves. I was going crazy. I really enjoyed The Dream Thieves. It wasn't one of my favorite books. It wasn't even better than The Raven Boys, but I still really enjoyed this. So for BLLB, I was like, where will it fit on the scale? And I have to say, it is very close to The Raven Boys. I loved this book. Total 5 out of 5 stars. Maggie Stiefvater is a genius. I don't even know how she comes up with everything. Gansey is a brilliant guy. I really love the way he thinks and his train of thought and just how mature and I don't know. I really like this. I really like the character development in so many of these books, especially Adam. I was not the biggest fan of Adam. I love Ronan. He was really good in this book. I feel like Maggie Stiefvater did justice to all the characters, including Blue. So 5 out of 5 stars. The next book that I read is Shopaholic to the Stars by Sophie Kinsella. I'm noticing here that all of my books are thick. Maybe that's why I only read 9. And this book is it's 460 pages. This is the 7th book in the Shopaholic series. I won't be spoiling anyone anything, but I really enjoyed this book. Becky, who's the main protagonist, infuriated me, frustrated me, made me facepalm every 5 seconds because of what she does, but Sophie Kinsella has a way of writing that sucks you in, doesn't let you go until you're done, and she has a way of making her characters, even her most insufferable characters, endearing, and that's how I felt about Becky. This is a 4.5 out of 5 stars just because it took me a while to get into the beginning and because Becky's annoying, let's be real. She is. Even though I love her, she's annoying. I am hoping there will be a sequel because it ended in a cliffhanger-y kind of way, and Sophie Kinsella is writing a YA book, by the way. Go and add to Goodreads because I'm so excited. I'm really excited to see how it translates. Her writing translates to YA books. The last 2 books are 2 books that are endings to their own trilogies. And the first one is Sister's Fate by Jessica Spotswood. I just read this 2 days ago. I literally read it in a day. That's how good it was. It is 370 pages. I read Born Wicked, gave it 4 stars. I read Star Cursed, gave it 5 stars, and it killed me too. It killed me too. And then I read Sister's Fate, and that book made me cry, made me laugh. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars, of course, and it was everything I ever wanted it to be, and it was perfect. And if you want a witch book, you definitely need to pick this one because this is set in the 1800s, and there's witchery and witchcraft and brotherhood, people who don't believe witches and burn them at the stake, and Salem witch hunt thing, whatever. Definitely read this book or this series or trilogy. It's amazing. The last physical book that I have here is another end to a trilogy, and of course you know what it is. It's The Retribution of Mara Dyer by Michelle Hodkin. I love this book. I was really scared. I had a bad upset stomach when I started reading this book, and when I was halfway through it, I had the urge to flip through to the end multiple times, which never happens. I loved it. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. Michelle Hodkin took it in a different, unexpected way from what a lot of readers were thinking it would go, which was really good. I'm happy with that because it made it a very unexpected read. I loved it. I definitely recommend it to many people. And yeah, I got up early, went at 9 a.m. as soon as the bookstore opened and bought this book. That's dedication. The last 2 books are ebooks. The first one is 99 Days by Katie Katugno, who is the author of How to Love, one of my favorite books ever. This book comes out in April, but I couldn't wait. As soon as it was up on Edelweiss, I had to request it, get it, read it, devour it in a single day. Ended up giving it 3 to 3.5 out of 5 stars. Not because of the writing. Katie Katugno is a fantastic writer. I was addicted, as I told you, finished it in under a day. But I did not like the theme in the book. There's a lot of cheating going on and stuff like that. Not my thing. So that's why I ended up giving it 3.5 out of 5 stars. The next book that I read, which is the last one out of this whole thing, is Perfect Couple by Jennifer Eccles. This is the second book in the superlatives, the first one being Biggest Flirts, which I loved, gave it 5 out of 5 stars. And then there's this one. I really enjoyed this one. I ended up giving it 4 out of 5 stars. I read it with Jacqueline. I'll leave her YouTube channel below. And she also really enjoyed it, even though she did not like the first one. But I loved the first one. So yeah, this is it. These are all the books that I read. Let me know which books you've read from this bunch and which ones you want to read, and if you have any questions, let me know, and if you have any suggestions for videos, let me know, because we don't know what to do other than the typical book haul, wrap-ups, Listopia videos. That is it. Hope you guys have a nice day. Bye.